Welcome everyone to day 10. And 10's focus is about resilience. I think about the word resilient, I think about people that suffer or that go through something super traumatizing and are able to bounce back from that and still show up in like really beautiful and kind and loving ways. As veterans, there's just so many things that we go through that we just don't talk about. Responders deal with the same thing, is that you are put in situations and that you either have to do things that you would normally do, or you experience things that most people will never experience in their lifetime. You're constantly running at this like high level of stress and anxiety. Your body is just holding on to all of this stuff. And I don't know if you've read A Body Keeps a Score. It is a phenomenal book about how that these traumatic things that happen to us, our body remembers them and they'll keep them. And so there are areas of my body, like especially my entire backside, okay, just the entire back, like I've let so much of it go, but there's still so much more that my body hasn't processed and hasn't released yet that I am working through. You're a first responder or your military out there, just please know that you are strong, you are capable, you are resilient. You've done so many things already. You went to combat, you served this country. So whatever's going on in here, just know that you are strong enough, you're resilient enough that you can overcome all of these obstacles, all these stories, all the trauma, all the depression, all the black clouds. You can do it. And I say that because I did it, and I know that you can too. You can, you can, you can. You're not alone. Also, please don't ever feel like you're alone. I was there. I know how it feels, where you just don't think anybody will understand you. But no, there are people who understand you. There are people that see you. The journal prompt for today is, when did I bend instead of break? And this was me in yoga. Postures in yoga where you need to do like drop back. So basically you're standing up and then you just drop to the ground. Well, your girl isn't there yet, but just going back, it is so incredibly uncomfortable. It is having to kind of reshape. I have like this military back. My upper back is just doing this, where most, people's will bend. Mine's like this. So I'm going on this wheel arm dropping back so that I can bend it. And it is intense. I have to breathe through it, but I'm not breaking. I am, even though it feels like I'm about to snap, I'm not snapping. I will say that something that happened goes on to the art of detachment, is that I had a friend that I was very close with, and I'm talking many, many years friendship. One day, just the friendship ended. It's not something I wanted. I don't think that anything major happened that would have led to this, and it hurts, it hurt, and I sat with it, and I used all these tools that I have now of just like, one is sit and allow it to process and allow it to feel. And I cried, right? I mean, this is somebody I thought I'd be friends with for the rest of my life. And so to go and not make stories about anything. They said they were going through their own personal journey, whatever, it doesn't have anything to do with me. And I don't need to create any stories behind it. It is just what it is. And every once in a while, this thought will come up and I do miss them. And then I just get back to my breath and I say, it's okay. It's going to be all right. It is what it is. It doesn't have anything to do with me. People's choices are people's choices, and that's okay. Now, my past self, I know that I would have broken without having the appropriate tools and just been in a deep depression for a long time, relied on drugs or alcohol or whatever it may be. And instead, I just let it wash right through me. I didn't hold on. I didn't force. I didn't say, oh, universe, I don't understand. I just fully trusted the universe. And it's so resilient to just detach and trust that everything is always working itself out. And what about you? Where was an area that you bended and were flexible? Bended? Where you bent and were flexible. I would love to hear. Please share. And also just know, when you share on these posts, I know other people are reading it. So please feel free to be vulnerable. This is my space. I want it to be a space where people can just share and be authentic, because we're not alone in this. And I think because we don't always talk about how we feel, that we just always think, "Oh, I'm the only one experiencing this." And it can get really lonely. And we're going to do guided breath work and also about a 5-minute meditation. So, yes, find a comfortable seat. Go ahead and close your eyes. You can open your palms and just gently lay them on your legs, no force. Just slowly drift into the seat that you're on. Unclench your toes, relax your thighs, your knees, your hips, your butt. Unclench your stomach and your waist. Relax your back. Drop into your shoulders. Relax your neck, your ears, all the way to the crown of your head. Unclench the jaw if it currently is. Relax your eyes. And really just come into this moment right now. And whatever has happened prior to you arriving here, just keep it there. All you need to focus on is the here and the now and this present moment. Know that you are okay. Everything's okay. Everything's working out for you. And we're just going to breathe and be in this space together. So just do slow inhales. Just do a couple inhales and exhales on your own to just find yourself in this moment, in this space, where truly nothing else matters except for you and your breath. And if your mind does start drifting during this time, don't get upset, don't get detached to it. Just allow the thought to come in. You can put it on like a little train, and then we'll just watch as the train and your thought exits out of your mind. I'm so grateful that you're here. I'm so grateful that you're taking time out of your day to spend with yourself. I'm proud of you. We are so blessed. No matter what is going on, we are so, so blessed. All right, so the breath cue for today, we're just going to do slow exhales. So let's go ahead and take an inhale. And on your exhale, just make it really long and slow. So take an inhale through your nose. And an exhale through your mouth, and just relax so deeply on this exhale into the seat that you're on. Relax every fiber of your being. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. So we're going to do this for a couple minutes on our own. And again, as you're doing this, if your mind starts drifting off or you start thinking about, what you're going to do later, whatever it may be, give yourself grace and just come back to this moment and continue breathing. And if you're focusing on your breath, it'll be a lot easier to stay present here right now. All right, start wiggling your fingers and your toes. And slowly open your eyes. Thank you for joining me on that breath work. And beat yourself up if you find that your thoughts start going everywhere. Because when I first started meditating, to try to get me to sit still was out of the question. I was bouncing around like crazy. And then on top of that, to get my thoughts to stop happening, they were not. They were like a little rat or a mouse, whatever it is. Then I would fall asleep. Then I would get impatient. And it's like with everything else, you just continually come to this, continually practice. You start learning more and more that you are very capable. And the way that you start feeling in your body, that you can really bring your entire nervous system down. You can feel anxious, you can feel depressed, you can feel angry, you can feel all of these things. And when you bring yourself to this state and start relaxing and bringing down, it's like medication. Cheers to resilience. Gratitude. So let's go ahead and list 3 things that we're grateful for today. My 3 things that I'm grateful for today is going to be the Ritz-Carlton, the facial, and the esthetician Cheryl. Shout out to you. Cheryl, you're the real MVP today. I had the most amazing 60-minute facial there. It was out of this world, like an out-of-body experience, one that I wish everybody on this universe was able to experience at least once in their life. Like, it was that good. Just cream of the crop, which you can only imagine. It was at the Ritz. I couldn't imagine and was not prepared. I know they give you this luxury robe and these slippers, and they have you wait in this beautiful waiting area. and you get some tea. And so into this room, and then you go under the bed, and the bed was heated. I got to put my robe and everything else on this heated rack. And then I just laid down, and then the bed all maneuvered and went up, so my feet were a little elevated. Of course, there was this hot towel she put underneath my neck, but even the way that she just was so gentle with picking my head up and placing this underneath, I felt like royalty. I mean, I was all the way in my feminine energy. I was like, yes, yes, I'm here. I'm loving every bit of this. I did like 7 different treatments on my face, and each time that she just massaged my face, she was so gentle to it. She explained to me what she was doing. There was a lot of quiet time, a lot of time for me to just completely and utterly relax into this bed. The smells were right. The music was on point. The temperature was great. She smelled great. But she was so incredibly kind on top of this. She gave me a couple things about my face and ways to take care of my face, especially out here being in the sun in Maui. Cucumbers on my eyes, and then cryotherapy. And she was doing the cryotherapy on my face, and I couldn't even believe it. So I was like, what? Cryotherapy? She goes, girl, you know, this is the Ritz. I said, it is. Experience was just mind-blowing. I felt like such a baby. I felt just so appreciated and loved and cared for as a person, but also a veteran, since it was Veterans Day. So grateful. Oh, and then I went out and I had the jacuzzi, a dry sauna, a wet sauna. There was a cold plunge. Your girl I don't do that. I've tried a couple times here and there. I don't like being cold. It was not for me. If I have to, I will, but I didn't have to, so I didn't. And then there was an outdoor pool within the spa area. And then I left there. I went to the outside pool, came back in. It was just a day of pampering. I loved every second of it. Shout out to Kenneth, my friend. We've been friends for many years. He gifted me this for Veterans Day, and I'm so, so, so grateful. What a kind thing to do. And yeah, I'm so grateful, and I will be paying it forward. I truly believe in this life not to have a scarcity mindset. And this was gifted to me, and I also want to pay this forward and gift it to somebody else. And I already know who I'm going to gift it to. They don't know, but they are somebody that is so giving and so loving and so kind in this universe, and I want to do this for them. Second thing that I'm grateful for, my time in the military. I joined the Army when I was 19. I learned so much about myself. I learned so much about resilience. Like, we are so much stronger and more capable than we give ourselves credit. Bodies are so resilient and they're so capable. It's just we have to overcome our mind. I used to do a lot of long distance running, sprinting, climbing, hiking. I really learned what I was capable of. And I met a lot of really amazing people along the way. We were just a huge melting pot of different people from different backgrounds, coming together just coming together to support one another in the United States. And forever grateful to have worn the uniform. Always be a soldier in my heart. Always and forever. I will always live in this life of servitude. And I'm just so, so grateful for everything that the military gave me, and even the combat tours. That was part of my experience. It's part of my purpose now, is to share how to come back from that. That transition is hard. It is hard. You don't really feel like you can connect with a lot of people. And so this is, part of my purpose and part of my mission is to help people find that again. And so, yeah, I'm just so, so, so grateful. I'm so honored. Battle buddies, all my leaders that I had. Grateful for you so, so, so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Third thing that I'm grateful for today is rain. I'm once again filming inside because it is raining like crazy outside, which I'm so grateful for because we've needed so much rain. Plants are died. The avocado tree almost died. The papaya was looking sad. The garden that we planted was looking sus. I mean, I'm looking at all this that is growing right now, and it was just really suffering. So You know, I live in an area in Maui that is just super wet, and because of that, you know, a lot of things prosper here, but we need the rain. So the three things that I'm grateful for. What are the three things that you're grateful for? And please, as always, feel free to share. The action affirmation is, today I choose to rise softly. So if we go back to just thinking about this resilience, is that no matter what you're experiencing, you can choose to rise like really soft, you know, not clenching, holding on to what was and what isn't, just to just rise above whatever you're experiencing. You are so resilient. You can do hard things. No matter what's in your life, you've got this. Rise above it all, rise out of the ashes, rise through your power, through your strength. You can do it, and do it with grace and love and light. To softness, like like that facial I got. Be soft. See what happens when you step into your softness, which is more feminine? Great things come your way. And I sure will take another one. My birthday's in July. Just saying. Ayurvedic recipe for today is cinnamon and clove tea. This is toodaloo. Brilliant. Know that you're capable. Know that you've got this. Know that you're loved. You're so supported. I'm so thankful that you're showing up every day here. And yeah, just know that everything is going to be okay. Always and forever. You are so strong. Thank you, thank you, thank you for showing up, and I will see you in day 11. Peace, y'all.